We are the change that we seek.
It is only when you begin to peel back the layers that you begin to see a disturbing pattern.
Well, the press loves Obama. I mean, not just love, but sort of like an early teenage crush.
He is representative of the ultimate left of the Democratic Party. Vast increases in taxes.
Big government doesn't help people, and it certainly hasn't helped the people in my congregation.
We are the ones we've been waiting for.
There you go. That's the trailer for an upcoming film called Hype, the Obama Effect. Joining us right now to talk about it is David Bossie, the president of Citizens United, the group behind it. He is screen right and then screen left, our old buddy Bob Beckel. Good morning to you, Bob.
Hello, Steve. How are you?
Fine, thank you very much. David, why'd you put this together?
Well, we had spent a lot of time the last couple of years making a documentary on Hillary Clinton called Hillary the Movie, which Dick Morris and I put together, and now it doesn't find much of a shelf life. So we wanted to...
You picked the wrong candidate.
I think everyone did. So we kind of changed our tactics to have to go and changed our research and had to go and make a film about Barack Obama because the American people aren't getting the job done they need by the media. The Fourth Estate is just in love with this guy, Barack Obama. They haven't done the vetting process, in my opinion. So our job as documentarians is to make a film to educate and inform the American people. Sure. And that's what we've done.
All right, and you've put that together, and it's going to come out, I understand, in September. I know Bob here wants to talk about it, and we will hear his opinion on the other side of a brief timeout. Continuing the conversation with these two fellas right here, Bob Beckel right there, and then we've got David Bossie, who's come up with this new movie called Hype, the Obama Effect. Now, Bob, you got to admit, he's got a point. A lot of people don't know much about Barack Obama. He gives a good speech. He can shoot a three-pointer. Looks good in a suit, but he doesn't have much experience that we know of.
Are you talking about me or Barack? Oh, Barack. Yeah. Let me just say some truth in letting here. I've known Dave Bossie for years. He's a friend of mine. Having said that, he is the documentary on the right. Documentaries on the right, as Michael Moore is on the left. Both of them use very selective editing, and I can see Davey by using Dick Morris right there in the front. Now there's an unbiased source if I ever saw one. The fact of the matter is there will be a lot of people who don't like Barack Obama on the right who will go and see this thing, just like there are a lot of people who buy Ann Coulter's books, and there are also a lot of people who buy Ann Coulter's books and use them as firewood starters. So, you know, I don't think it's going to get much beyond the base of people who don't like Barack Obama anyway.
All right, David, he took a shot at you. You got to get a little return fire.
He is right. Bob and I have been friends for a long time, but the difference between me and Michael Moore is that he never let the facts get in the way of a good story. So we take the facts very seriously, and what we spent a lot of time doing the last many months is researching Barack Obama in Chicago and in Springfield, Illinois, where he served in the state senate, which is really the main body of his experience. And then we obviously look at him at his time here in Washington. So people should go to hypemovie.com and get a look at the trailer, get a look at the cast yourself. We have a number of people who served with him in the state senate, a number of people who know him from Chicago, and tell interesting stories that have never been told before. And the national media, the liberal estate media, is not going to tell these stories.
All right. Once again, the website is hypemovie.com. Oh, pipe down, Bob.
Oh, no,
Bob,
I'm not going to pipe down.
He's talking about the liberal media, and our big story this morning is how the New York Times told John McCain, we're not going to run your stinking op-ed because, well, we don't like it, and it's just not, it's not classy like Barack Obama's. If you were John McCain, wouldn't you be pretty hacked off?
Yeah, well, let me just say, it's bad timing because I was going to give you a year's subscription to the Times for your birthday. So, Steve, I'm sorry to hear that. If I were John McCain...
The Wall Street Journal.
You get that for free, buddy. We know that. Look, if I were John McCain, sure, I'd be mad about it. I mean, there's no question about it. I don't think it makes sense on the Times part to do it, any more than I think it would make sense for any conservative newspaper to turn down Barack Obama. This is not the time, particularly in this election, where the stakes are so high, and neither one of these guys are all that well known, that you ought to be turning down editorials. So, for once, I come down on the side of... well, on the side of you, Steve.
Oh, I love that. Thank you very much. Are we rolling a tape? I'm hoping.
No, don't.
Right.
Let's cut this one.
And David, it does kind of bring, you know, reveal the man behind the curtain to learn that the guy who is deciding what goes on the op-ed page used to work for Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton, yeah. I found that intriguing when I saw it. Look, is anyone surprised by this? Is anyone surprised by the New York Times, especially the op-ed page, being biased? I think it's kind of laughable. It's a laugh out loud moment for most. Your average American just goes, yeah, well, that's the New York Times for you.
But David, let's keep in mind something. The vast majority of newspapers in this country, their op-ed sections are conservative, and most of them always endorse Republican candidates for president. And that's what's going to happen this time around. McCain will get more endorsements than Barack Obama. And you keep picking out the New York Times. There are a lot of other newspapers out there now.
Well, it's the big
fewer
one.
than there used to be.
They are the big one.
All right. Bob and Dave, thank you very much. Glad to hear that you've been friends for so long.
Yeah. And I'm a friend of yours, too, Steve, which is why I'm still going to send you a New York Times for your birthday.
Absolutely. I already get it. I don't read it, but I get it.
Oh, you do? Oh, man. All right.
I have home delivery on the weekends. Check out hypemovie.com. All right. David and Bob, thank you, guys.